Boston Bros is number one thing not, you're dead wrong. You can catch me doing misbehaving with my products on. It's real boxing talk every time we meet with Ned, the TBE, and Conspiracy G. We bring it to you raw, unbiased, you know the deal. You can even get a poor dealer here from Dollar Bill with my guys by my side. You know we going live. All we need you to do is please like and subscribe. Boxing Bros. Peace.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros are comments Lennox Lewis made when his privacy was invaded by none other than TMZ, as they always do. So listen to the comments.
Look, man, I saw the dust my gloves off comment, and I wondered, is how legitimate is this real? Like, could you fight Tyson?
Depends.
What does it depend on? Because people would clamor to see that.
I don't know. I don't really have nothing pushing me in the ring right now. So it's not, people would love to see that fight, but I don't know.
You saw the kind of shape he's in. Did you think when you watched him fight, that last fight against Roy, do you think that he's in better shape than you? Like, you think he can take you? I'm curious because, unless you're in the gym like Hubby, you saw he took that pretty seriously with this.
No, he trained well. He was in good shape. I think Roy was didn't expect Tyson to be so strong. So, you could see the wear and tear on what's his name?
Yeah. He looked a little winded. Yeah. I mean, look, man. That was one of the greatest fights I ever witnessed, and I just wonder, like, what would it take to make that happen?
I think it would take public appeal. If the public wanted it, then me and him would probably talk.
So
public appeal.
Do you want to do a poll?
All right, let's do a poll.
We'll do a TMZ poll.
All right, so there you have it. Lennox Lewis says it would take public appeal for him to come back and fight Mike Tyson. So that's what it would take. So we're going to ask our panel, and those of you watching, let us know in the comment section, do you want Lennox Lewis to come back to fight Mike Tyson? Conspiracy G, do you want Lennox Lewis to come back to fight Mike Tyson?
Of course. And I'm telling you, that's going to be huge. I think it's going to do better sales than Roy Jones Tyson fight. I think this one is gonna, like, what was the Roy Jones one? Was it 2 million?
Like 1.9.
This one's gonna be 2.5 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, Triller is about to make bank, man. So this is dope because because like Triller only charges like $50. So this is ideal, man. And Lennox isn't as muscular as he was in his prime, but he's still in shape. He ain't fat. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't let himself go. So. And I still think he'd be training, so
Tyson isn't as muscular as he was in his prime.
No, but Tyson's still pretty muscular, bro. Like, Tyson still got, I don't know what hey man, listen. You know me, Conspiracy think we all on something. You know what I'm saying? Tyson.
Ned said he's on steroids.
Yo, man, he on something, bro. He on something because Tyson looking yoked up. You know what I'm saying? So, but Lennox, just holler at Tyson like, yo, bro, what you taking? Because I'm about to take the same thing to prepare. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, listen, it's going to be a good fight. And on top of that, it's going to be way more competitive than that Roy Jones fight. And the reason why is because Lennox has an ego. He ain't going out like no sucker, yo. He's going to try to take Mike Tyson's head clean off. You know what I mean? It ain't going to be no, yo, we not aiming for faces. Lennox is like, nah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this for real. So, I would love to see that, man. And salute to both gentlemen. I don't know. I'm not gonna pick the person I wanted to win yet because I gotta see how Lennox gonna do in the gym, his recovery. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see what he's doing. But when Mike Tyson was preparing during the Roy Jones thing, I was like, damn, yo, Roy, I don't know, bro. You looking like you about to be food. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta see how Lennox's jab is looking, if it's still sharp, if his cross is still on point. But it's gonna be an easy fight to sell for them gentlemen, man. It's like it's gonna do way better than Mike Tyson Holyfield. I mean, no disrespect to that one. I'm still pay for that one too, but I don't see that doing the numbers that Mike Tyson Roy Jones did. But definitely Lennox and Tyson, that's gonna be like through the roof.
All right, Dollar Bill. I can hear you, bro.
I would love to see that fight. I would love to see that fight. I think it would be exciting, and like what G said, man, I think they would exceed the pay-per-view numbers that they did with Tyson and Jones. I think they can get close to 3. You got to think is Tyson and Lennox Lewis, you know, and you got United States and you got the UK and you got Canada,
you got the Caribbean, you know.
Listen, everybody's gonna be tuning in, and if you promote it right and you do it right, both guys are gonna be talking spicy, you know. This could be huge, and I would love to see it. You know, this is a different Mike Tyson, a Tyson that's in a good place in his life right now. You know, versus a Tyson that wasn't in a good place. You know, when they fought. Lennox is no Alexander. He's no conqueror. You know, Tyson wants some get back. Tyson was calling for this fight. He wants some get back. So I'm excited. I want to see the fight.
And honestly, they don't have to do extra promotion. Just keep doing what y'all were doing. Only promote on World Star. Add them little episodes like he did with the Roy Jones thing. Yo, millions of people go on World Star every day. You know what I'm saying? You know how much money they save doing that marketing as opposed to going on cable or spending money on YouTube ads and stuff like that. Triller got the formula that if I was the zoning them, I'm gonna do the same thing. Yo, we going to World Star Hip Hop, bro. That's how we gonna get these numbers out. I don't understand why people ain't doing it. They just showed you the blueprint. Go to World Star, promote them fights, and you get a big turnout.
Hey, I'm gonna second that too. You know what? He probably won't even need good promotion, because when it's good, dope, it sells itself. You know what I'm saying?
Got the blue tops, baby.
Hey, listen, for the record, we don't promote our YouTube channel, so it's just what it is.
It is what it is.
Holla at us, though. Holla at us, yo. We'll promote that fight for you.
But when it's good, you know what I'm saying? It's going to sell itself, and I think that this fight will sell itself.
Facts.
All right, Ned.
Man, listen. This is a great fight in itself, but Lennox, you've been inactive for so long. I know you in shape, but are you in fighting shape? Like, and I'm gonna be real. As a tall brother, your body, you got a lot of vital organs that are like at your age, you got a lot of vital organs that need to be protected, and I don't think you want Tyson in your guts. Pause.
What the heck, Ned? What are we doing?
We saw what Tyson did to Roy Jones, and Roy Jones is a smaller, like at his level, 5'9" to 5'11". Tyson, you're about 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". I'm just saying, you probably don't got the quickness like you used to. You don't probably, you probably like, I don't know. You got to come back into this arena. I'm just saying, you could possibly injure yourself severely. And I would tell you not to take this fight because, I'm a tall brother. I learned my lesson at a young age. And I'm going to tell you, older individual, and you protect your vital organs. You don't got the abs. The core work's not there anymore. Just what'd you say? I could have sworn when we were talking about the Brazil Adewale, Trust said he sold his house in Miami for so much money. Lennox Lewis, how much did he sell it for again, Trust?
Condo for 1.3.
1.3 million. You're doing good, Lennox. You're doing good. I would just say stick to commentating or training younger fighters. But this fight will do big. But you will risk a lot when you step in that ring. That's all I'm going to tell you, Lennox. But that's it.
Like, I don't even want to. I'm not even going to tap you, Ned. So Lennox Lewis is an all-time great. One of the greatest heavyweights to ever lace up a pair of gloves. Lennox Lewis, in his youth, was one of the most fit men in the world. One of the best athletes in the world as a tall man. Lennox Lewis was in phenomenal shape. Lennox Lewis would go 12 rounds if he had to. Lennox Lewis was universally respected because he was undisputed champion. Yes, he's been retired and he hasn't been in a ring, but you can't look at Lennox Lewis as some average tall guy. Lennox Lewis isn't some regular tall guy. And by the way, what do you consider tall for the record? Like, cause like, I don't know. Yeah, are you saying like over 6'5"? Cause like you're like,
No, I'm just saying I'm 6'6", but I'm saying like he's in my range. I'm just saying that's a lot of body to protect, and there's a lot of vital.
I'm just trying to understand what you're saying because I'm 6'4" and I don't feel like that means like anything. So I don't know. I don't know if you're trying to say there's something within that 2 inches that makes like being a human completely different. For
no, I'm saying I'm just saying Lennox's fighting perspective does not attack Tyson's body. It's more of Tyson's 5'9".
Lennox fights his style. That's
Yeah.
what he had to fight then. That's what he'll fight now. The bottom line is Lennox Lewis isn't your average man. So you can't compare him to the average guy who's 6'6".
I won't. I'm not.
You're
I'm just saying Tyson.
You're talking about a world-class athlete who's one of the greatest fighters to ever lace up a pair of gloves.
Tyson is a lab experiment. He said that. He's like that. They've been doing things to him that make him feel like he's 21 again. Lennox is 55 and active for a while now.
Cool, right? Like Michael Jordan's in like his 50s now, right?
Michael said he can't dunk anymore.
That's fine. Michael can't dunk.
Yeah.
Cool. Here's the point I'm making to you. Anybody in their 50s now want a piece of Michael, I guarantee you, Mike ain't worried.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Mike is Mike. Mike can't dunk no more. And I don't know. From what I heard, he said he can still dunk. But even if he can't dunk, I bet you put Mike in the NBA game right now, he still get buckets until he's tired. Like, it's just the way it is, bro. Like Lennox Lewis is a legend. If he knows anything, he knows how to fight.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just a matter of him going into the gym, training, seeing what type of shape he gets in. Now, if you're worried, how many rounds can he go? Well, Roy and Mike, they went like 2-minute rounds. Was it like 8 2-minute rounds? I can't remember the format for the fight. But that's nothing like Lennox and boxing. You know how much boxing Lennox has done?
A lot.
Like Lennox, dude, you're talking about Lennox like he's some 6'6" dude who's never been in a ring.
He got his.
Talking about the last undisputed heavyweight.
He got his stomach. He got his liver. He got his spleen. He got everything right there in his stomach.
Every fighter has those same things, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Tyson is at a smaller stature.
Try to get to that, Nick, and Tyson tried to get to that in the first fight, but Lennox Lewis is famous for having one of these jabs and this right hand that is crazy.
Right.
I think that you need to go back and watch some old Lennox Lewis.
I agree. I hear y'all. But I'm saying,
if Mike does get in.
Without the steroids, he's not coming in. He got to train on his own.
You keep talking about Lennox not being in shape, but the truth is Lennox doesn't look bad to me. When I see Lennox, most of the time he's wearing a suit. Now I don't know like what type of shape he's in, but he looks like he's in better shape than Roy. And Roy took a while. Like, look, you never really know, bro. All I'm trying to tell you is this, and I'll leave it at that. You can look at Shaq. The way Shaq looks right now.
Yeah.
On TV is out of shape. Shaq will still give the average man buckets or still give dudes buckets. I seen Shaq just dunk still in the suit. Like just because these dudes don't compete professionally, just because these dudes are chilling, don't mean that he forgot how to box. That's still Lennox Lewis, bro. Like, yo, listen to me. That's the last undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. I guarantee you right now for a round, Lennox would give anyone the business. Like, yo, be easy. Like, you're talking about, like, I know he's old, But I don't like the way you talk about Lennox. Like, dog.
No disrespect
Yo,
to
put
Lennox.
Lewis, dog.
on
Like,
the
I'm
game.
just saying, Tyson's out here. Tyson, they using him as a lab experiment. He's like,
all that's not gonna make him taller. All that's not. If Lennox jab and listen, I'm telling you like this: if Lennox jab in his right hand is anything close to what it used to be, Tyson's gonna have problems because you can't teach 6'6" and the skills that Lennox had. So that's what it is. Now, would I like to see it? Of course, it's entertaining. It's like nostalgia. It's too great. Just doing it again, like
big
Roy and Mike. It is what it is. But I'm not worried about Lennox, dog. Lennox, one of the greatest ever to lace up a pair of gloves, dog. Like sitting here acting like Lennox. Be afraid to do what you did your whole life.
Watch out for your
afraid to step in the ring with a guy you already knocked out. Like, dog, this is Lennox, dog. Like, what are you talking about?
Like me, you gotta watch out for your liver. Like what?
He got his whole. Yeah, I'm just saying he got his whole intestines.
No, we
bro.
Tyson,
Kobe Bryant was look. Kobe Bryant was like 6'6", right? There are basketball players who were 6'6". Their 6'6" and Lennox Lewis 6'6" is completely different.
Yes.
Lennox Lewis is a fighter, bro. That's what he does. Lennox Lewis is built to fight. Lennox Lewis spent and dedicated his life to fighting. You can take any 6'6" athlete you want right now that's in their physical prime and throw them in the ring with Mike Tyson or any fighter for that matter, and they can be young. They can be 23. They still won't do as well as Lennox at 50.
Exactly.
This dude knows boxing, bro. That just is what it is.
Got you.
Look out for your heart.
I agree.
Look out for your heart.
I want to see it, bro. I want to see it.
I'm just saying. I'm scrolling down. I'm just saying. I'm
Don't
scrolling
do
down.
it, Lennox.
Don't do it.
I just want to say this.
Like 5 inches longer. Don't do it.
Hey,
the guy you already beat, Lennox.
I'm just saying. I'm scrolling down Lennox's Instagram. I don't see no videos. I'm in right now. Let me see.
Yo, Nat,
2018.
You ain't got wrong. It's all
I
right.
haven't seen him training. I haven't seen him with his shirt off. I'm just saying, Lennox.
Ned wants to do the
vital organs right now.
Go back and watch some old Lennox Lewis fights.
I hear you.
Go watch.
I'm just saying, conditioning and training. If he's been inactive. And he's just been
I'm done with that, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, please like and subscribe. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. It's the Boxer Bros.
Yo, Lennox, show Ned your back, yo.